Hi guys, and welcome to my 4 weeks pregnancy vlog. Can't actually quite believe I'm here and that I'm actually doing this, to be honest with you. So I am 4 weeks and 5 or 6 days today, I think, depending on how you work. Some apps are saying 6 days, some are saying 5 or 7. Don't really understand that. Probably put the dating wrong for them. But anyway, somewhere around there, because let's be honest, we don't really know anyway. And yeah, wow. So how was the last week gone? So yes, I found out over a week ago, effectively. That was pretty certain that it was, and then I found out it definitely was just over a week ago. And the last week has gone so slowly, like really slowly, and that's the thing that's really kind of like bugged me a little bit, because like people say with the second pregnancy it goes really quickly, but this has gone really slowly so far. This is only a week, and obviously I'm worried about how like this next while is going to progress anyway. I'm generally worrying anyway at this stage because it's so early. So symptoms wise, that's the thing that's worrying me a bit, is I haven't really been feeling anything really at all. Well, apart from like tiredness, but I work like crazy hours anyway, so I feel tired anyway, so I don't really feel much different apart from just like feeling a little bit exhausted a little bit earlier, and I'm getting to sleep a lot easier than I would normally. Just at the beginning as well, just before I found out I was pregnant, my dreams were like crazy. Like I was dreaming like a lot, and now like I wouldn't say it's as much as it was, but it just seemed like, yeah, my dreams were like mental. What else? Wanting to wee all the time, that's quite an obvious one, but yeah, that I've noticed that one this time, really noticed it, how I just literally always want the toilet, and it's not like me to like go to the toilet before I go to bed and then want to go again. Like I just don't go very often, so yeah, it's really noticeable for me. I'm quite bloated as well, like that's another thing, I am quite bloated. Like at like 3 weeks I looked crazy massive, which is just like obviously bloat, but obviously I'm not holding it in as much because, well, I'm trying to, because I've had diastasis recti from my last pregnancy, and it's never fixed itself, and so I try to like make sure I keep those core muscles strong for as long as I possibly can. So yeah, I am trying my best with that one. Other than that, what else? Yeah, I mean, I just haven't feeling any like nausea really at all. It just felt like really normal, which worries me a bit, although it's still really early days. And when I was at work the other day and I went into like this cleaning area, and the stench was like revolting, and it literally, oh my goodness, I like nearly heaved and I had to get out of there. And I was with like another girl at work, and she was a bit like, oh dear, because she did actually know, but she was the only one, but she managed to cope with it fine and I didn't. I don't know if it's a psychological thing, and that is the thing I would say with like pregnancy symptoms. I definitely feel that a lot of them are psychologically, you like automatically link like anything you're feeling in life in general, you automatically link it to being pregnant. And I think when you're with your first child, that's definitely true. And so this time around, my second one, I'm being a bit more open-minded, and I'm thinking to myself, no, I felt that before when I've thought I possibly have been and I haven't been. So, you know, like definitely, I think maybe it's difficult to symptom spot, because at the end of the day the symptoms are so personal to people, and also I do think like our bodies are just bodies at the end of the day as well. Like we're always gonna feel things, and so I could literally blame everything I feel on being pregnant, but quite frankly, let's be honest, it's probably not. So I did another pregnancy test today, and it's really strong now. Like the test line is like stronger than the control line. Is that the wrong way? Yeah, that's the right way around. And so that's great. But I haven't taken, I've got one more Clearblue Digital, which I'm going to wait and I'm going to take to make sure it says 3+. So I followed it, it's gone 1 to 2, then it's gone 2 to 3. Last Sunday I did it and it went 2 to 3. I don't know if it would have done that earlier, but I wanted to make sure that it definitely would be a good progression. So yeah, I mean, it's still really early and I'm feeling obviously really nervous because it is so early, but I'm glad I'm here, and I'm just hopeful for the next, you know, 9 months, I guess, really, or 8 months now, effectively. So yeah, I'm nearly 5 weeks, so getting there. And I think that is all at this stage. I don't really have anything else to say because it's so early on. And I guess I'll do a bump update, which is crazy because there'll be no bump. It'd be good to see it like progress as I go along. So yes, I shall do that for you. Ooh, that's the other thing actually. I've been getting quite a lot of twinges, around that area, and I has made me a little bit worried, like yeah, like sometimes my ligaments feel a bit painy, and I have noticed if I lay down flat, I believe I can kind of see, like, I don't know if it's a bit early to be able to see the uterus, but on me, like, because I have diastasis recti, all my organs are a little bit funny anyway, and I've got a very long cervix, so everything's a little bit higher in general, but there seems to be quite kind of like a bump on one side, so I don't know what that is like. Maybe it just seems a bit early for that, really, to be honest with you, but don't know. But anyway, yeah, like that area is feeling all a bit twingy, and it's definitely a little bit more bloated than it would be normally. So yeah, that's me with my top up. And that is with me. So I don't know, like down here, obviously way below here, like that's how I've always known, because like this bit's all bloated. So I have to be honest, I'm just glad to be at this stage, and yeah, and I guess we'll just see how it goes. I'm trying to stay quite open-minded just in case of anything, or I don't know, I'm just trying not to, I'm not setting myself up for the like disaster, but I'm also trying to be like realistic, because at the end of the day, this may not go the way I want it to be, and that's crazy. I shouldn't think like that, but I am like, that's kind of how I think. Like, I'm a bit of a pessimist. Like, I kind of feel like I like to account for every eventuality. So if something awful happens, I can say I can cope with that, because it's not a surprise to me. And I always get really annoyed at myself when something awful happens and I didn't foresee it happening. So at least, like, I don't know, it's crazy anyway, to be honest with you. But yeah, and at this stage, like, I don't know, it's so early to really be too certain about things, to be too sure. I just don't feel I can. Anyway, apart from that, I'm still feeling good, and yeah, I'm just so happy. Anyway, so there we are. I shall see you next week, hopefully, and yeah, fingers crossed for me. Okay, alright, bye.